Hey folks, today's video will be useful for pro photographers, especially those who usually shoot regular people and not professional models, and for those of you who shoot their friends or themselves. I will tell you how to pose beautifully. This video will consist of two parts. The first part will cover the basic rules, how to fold your arms, how to position your torso and legs. The second part will give you a few creative ideas for posing. It doesn't really matter if someone is shooting you or you are the one taking the shots. It's nice when both parties know what they are doing, right? If you are the one behind the camera, you can direct your model in terms of how to stand, what to do with the arms, and so on. You see, a person with no experience won't feel at ease in front of the camera. They will look stiff and unnatural. If you are in the shot and you know a thing or two about posing, you will have a much more fruitful time in front of the camera, and the photographer won't be wasting their time on directing you and will have more time to find a good angle. This video is mostly aimed at girls, although the underlying principles also apply to boys and men. Still, male posing has its peculiarities, so we'll have a separate video for them as well. Let's start with the main rules regarding your arms, legs and torso, since this is the first obstacle for people with little experience. How should you turn? Where to put your arms and hands? How should you position your legs if you are taking a full body portrait? Just follow these rules to get good photos with little effort. First of all, your arms should be relaxed. Tension in your limbs is always visible in pictures and it makes your posture unnatural. Now about your fingers. Slightly bend them and turn the wrist to the side. This way your hand will be more expressive. If you turn your hand to the camera, it will look bigger. But if you put it at an angle, your hand will be a lot more graceful. If you fold your arms on your chest, don't tuck your fingers in. This will only paint a picture of big, square hands. Just slightly turn your wrists and relax your fingers. This will look a lot better. Never press your arm against your torso, especially if it's bare. You'll keep your arm from looking too chubby. If you want to take a picture with your arms up, never direct the elbows at the camera. This is a very weird and unnatural posture. Just move the elbows to the side and try different wrist and finger positions. Torso position is easy. Just keep your back straight. This is an universal piece of advice that will result in excellent shots. Granted, you can experiment with learning your torso, but a straight back is something you should start with. First learn to do, then experiment away. Do not direct your knees at the camera, especially if you have one leg up, you will appear to only have one leg. Avoid it by turning the upper knee to the side. You can certainly put your feet on one line and keep your legs straight. Such poses are common in photography, but you will feel much more relaxed if you slightly bend one knee and put one foot closer to the camera. This will make your legs look longer. And if the photographer changes the angle and starts to shoot from down upwards, this will increase the effect. If you are sitting in a shot, these rules apply. Sit on the edge of the seat. This will make the posture more gentle. Turn your knees away from the camera and put them on different height levels. The leg closer to the camera should be bent less. Keep your back straight and your arms and hands relaxed. These have been the basic rules of posing. Next come more interesting tips on how to make good portraits. But in order to make a portrait awesome, you'll need a photo editor. I prefer where to use PhotoWorks. This is a great photo editor that works well even on slower PCs. All the essential tools will be at your fingertips. With PhotoWorks, I can easily crop the image, fix the exposure and color balance. I can even retouch faces, both lightly and thoroughly. This software has tools for both. If you want to try PhotoWorks out, there couldn't be a better time for it. If you follow the secret link in the description, you'll be able to get this photo editor at an amazing discount. Just click the link and let's move on. Now I'm going to share a few tips on posing that I like to use during photo shoot. All the basic rules still apply, so keep them in your head. There are two options when being shot in motion. First, you can stay in one place, but just shuffle from foot to foot or make a step back or forth. The second option is my favorite. You can start moving right the moment the photographer engages burst mode. Such images always look really natural. Pick the side of the face to turn to the camera and tuck your hair behind your ear. Then repeat this action while being photographed. Just mind your hands and fingers. You can even simply touch your hair to get a good shot. Place your hand along the side of your face and even cover your face a little with your fingers as if you are shy. Once again, make sure that your hands look good. You can choose to smile or not, it's up to you. One of the surefire poses is the thinker. It always looks thoughtful and is never out of place. Mind your hands and fingers, of course, not to spoil the impression. Don't press way too hard on the hand propping the chin. A slight touch is enough. This is a good pose for a full body portrait while sitting. Sit on the edge and turn the camera at 45 degrees. Cross your legs and keep the leg closer to the camera on top. Lean on both your arms or put one hand to your face. The things you wear can be your allies. Use the pockets of your coat, jacket or jeans. Put on or take off your jacket or coat when the photographer starts the burst mode. Such images will be dynamic and daring. You might be thinking, we are talking about posing. What does it have to do with being yourself? Granted, there is acting in posing, the joy of becoming someone else. But after all, we are not professional thespians or models to be acting too much. Trying to be someone else might result in unnatural pictures where you won't recognize or even like yourself. So try to find a balance between being yourself and acting. Are you naturally gentle and sweet? Then don't put on a mask of an insolent diva, and vice versa. It is also a good idea to build a mood board before the photo shot. Try to find new poses rather than stick to overused one. There are tons of references on Instagram and Pinterest for any idea you might have. Please share in the comments what kind of posing you prefer. Do you have a dream destination for a photo shot? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. We have tons of interesting photography related videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.